Hello, welcome. Let's try to solve another Leetcode problem 1509. Minimum difference between largest and smallest value in 3 moves. So we are given an integer array nums, and in one move we can choose one element of nums and change it to any value. But we're gonna have at most 3 moves. So according to this idea, if the length of the array is 4, definitely we can choose other 3 numbers to this 5, and the final result is gonna be 0. Yeah, so according to this information, this means if the length of the nums is less than or equal to 4, definitely the final result is going to be 0, because we're going to return the minimum difference between the largest and smallest value of nums. So if we are going to return something like this, basically means we're going to need to sort the array. And let's just check the length of the array. It is 10 to the power 5. This means we can sort it by using n log n time. That should be okay. Yeah. Now we just need to analyze how many different cases for the array. Definitely this is going to be an increasing array. So the first case is that we're going to just take out the first 3 numbers. And the second case is we're going to take out the last 3 numbers. And then we just try to find the third case. So the array is just in increasing order. We're going to take out the maybe the first value from the head and the last 2 value from the tail. Yeah. And the fourth case, the last case, is that we're going to take out the first 2 numbers and we're going to take out the last 1 number. Because only in this way, we can have the minimum difference between the maximum value and the minimum value. As you can see, this is the maximum, minimum. It can be reduced. And for this one, this is going to be the maximum and this is going to be the minimum. As we can see, this is another case. And in this one, this is going to be the minimum and the maximum, and this one going to be the minimum and maximum, and this one going to be the minimum. Yeah. So there are only 4 different cases, and we just need to choose the minimum of the 4 different cases. So this is just the idea. So to prove this is that if we don't do it like this, what are we going to do? So we will not take out the numbers from the head and tail. We're going to take out the numbers in the middle. Is there any influence? There will be no influence. So for example, if we take a number in between, yeah, so for example here we take out a number. So did we change the maximum number? No, we didn't. Did we change the minimum number? No, we didn't. It means if we change a number, if we move a number in the middle, it has no influence. So that is why the greedy idea is that we're going to take out the numbers from the head or tail. But because at most we're going to take out 3 numbers, so we're going to have 4 different cases. So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, now let's just use this idea to solve the problem. Yeah. So now I'm gonna prepare for different cases. I'm gonna prepare A, B, C, and D as 4 different cases, and finally I just need to return the minimum of A, B, C, D. Yeah. So for the first case, that is A. So what is this A? It's gonna be the nums minus 1 minus nums 3. Yeah. It's going to be nums minus 1 minus nums 3. And let's just check the second case. So the second case is going to be nums minus 4 minus nums 0. Nums minus 4 minus nums 0. And let's just check the third case. So it's going to be nums minus 3 minus nums 1. So it's going to be nums minus 3 minus nums 1. And let's just check the last case. It's going to be nums minus 2 minus nums 2, because this is 0, 1, and the third number is going to be nums 2. So nums minus 2 minus nums 2. And we can also say the difference between this 3 to minus 1, it is 4, and the difference for all those 2 indexes is going to be 4. This means our solution should be right. Yeah, the difference between these 2 minus a minus 2, 1 minus a minus 3, 0 minus a minus 4, 3 minus a minus 1, it's going to always be 4. That means our solution should be okay. Now let me just run it. Yeah, it is not okay. This is strange, so let me just check that. Yeah, this is strange. Normally I should not do it. yeah, I think from somewhere I did it wrong, but I don't know which one. So the first one, it is nums 3, nums minus 1. This is nums minus 1 minus nums 3. It means I move out to the first 3 numbers. Yeah. So this one is nums minus 4. Gonna be the maximum number minus the nums 0. Yeah. And for this one, yeah, this is the first time I did it wrong. I have to check that. What is wrong? Yeah. Normally I should do it right from the beginning, but I don't know. This is gonna be, yeah, I think there are only 4 different cases. So this is gonna be the first case, gonna be nums 3, nums minus 1 minus nums 3, because this is gonna be the maximum number, and minus 3 gonna be here, nums 3 gonna be here. The second one gonna be nums minus 4. I take out the first, the last 3 numbers. It's gonna be minus nums 0. And this one, yeah, I know why, because I forget to sort the nums. Sometimes I made the silly mistakes, and I cannot avoid that, definitely. Now I think it should be okay. Now let me just submit it to prove it should be okay. Now as you can see, it works, and it's pretty fast, and the time complexity is n log n. Thank you for watching. See you next time.